Alright, let's dive into this moment that's got everyone talking, Carol Kirkwood's emotional farewell from BBC Breakfast. But here's the thing, this isn't just another celebrity exit. What makes this really interesting is the way it's been handled, both by Carol and the people around her. It's a masterclass in how to leave a legacy, and personally, I think there's a lot we can learn from it. First off, the hook here is that Carol wasn't just given a generic goodbye. She was presented with a gold poppy ornament by the Yeoman Warders of the Tower of London. A gold poppy. Let that sink in. It's not just a gift, it's a symbol of remembrance, of impact, of a job well done. And the fact that it was commissioned specifically for her? That's next-level recognition. What many people don't realize is that these kinds of gestures aren't just about the person leaving, they're about the culture of appreciation. It's a reminder that when someone's been a part of your life for 25 years, as Carol has been for millions of viewers, you don't just say bye, you celebrate them. Now, let's talk about Carol's reaction. She was speechless. And I don't mean that in a cliché way. You could see it in her face, genuine, heartfelt surprise. In a world where everything feels scripted, this moment felt real. It raises a deeper question: how often do we actually pause to appreciate the people who've become part of our daily routines? Carol's been a morning staple for decades, and yet, her departure feels like more than just a career move. It's the end of an era. From my perspective, that's what makes this so poignant. One thing that immediately stands out is the way Carol herself handled the announcement. She didn't just say, "I'm leaving." She said, "It's been a privilege." That's class. She acknowledged the early mornings, the forecasts, the colleagues, and most importantly, the viewers. What this really suggests is that she understands the weight of her role. She wasn't just a weather presenter, she was a part of people's mornings, their routines, their lives. And that's something a lot of public figures miss, the human connection. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Carol's been at the BBC since 1998. That's 25 years of waking up before the sun, of delivering forecasts with a smile, of becoming a household name. But what's fascinating to me is how she's managed to stay relevant in an industry that's constantly evolving. She even did Strictly Come Dancing in 2015, which, let's be honest, was a bold move. Personally, I think that's part of her charm. She's not just a presenter, she's a personality. And that's why her departure feels so significant. Here's where it gets really interesting: the timing. Carol's leaving at a moment when the media landscape is more chaotic than ever. Streaming, social media, 24/7 news cycles, it's a lot. And yet, she's stepping away with grace, not because she's been pushed out, but because she feels it's the right time. In my opinion, that's a lesson in knowing your worth and knowing when to walk away. It's not about quitting, it's about choosing how you want to be remembered. Finally, let's talk about that gold poppy again. It's not just a gift, it's a metaphor. Carol brought sunshine with each morning's forecast, as they said. And isn't that what we all want? Someone who brightens our day, even if it's just for a few minutes. If you take a step back and think about it, that's the ultimate legacy, not the awards or the accolades, but the feeling you leave behind. Carol's done that, and honestly, that's why this moment resonates so deeply. So, here's my closing thought: as we watch Carol Kirkwood step away from BBC Breakfast, let's not just see it as an ending. Let's see it as a reminder to appreciate the people who make our days a little brighter, whether they're on our screens or in our lives. Because, in the end, it's those small moments of connection that truly matter. What do you think? How do you feel about Carol's departure? Let me know in the comments below.